So one of the big things about, a fitting, or let me rephrase it, what is a fitting, right? So someone comes in and, and I tend to be a bit more sort of open-ended with this. I don't tend to do too much of a sit down and sort of Spanish Inquisition on people. I tend to be a bit more sort of relaxed about it when they're warming up. But what do you want out of the fit? What you're working on, who you're working with, where do you play, how often do you play, do you hit balls, are you super into it in terms of, 4 times a week type of guy or girl, whatever. And, what do you want out of the session? What you're trying to achieve. Someone says I want to hit it 50 yards further. You go, oh, okay, tough one, but we'll see what we can do. But equally, having clear objectives is really important to understand, okay, where are we going with this fit? But equally, when we fit, and again, I'll come back to what I would see as my protocols or how I would train someone to fit, is that I'd work the shaft first and then work on the head. Now, like I said many years ago, it was head shaft grip. Doesn't make it wrong, doesn't make it right. As long as you get to the right outcome at the end, choose whatever method you want. But when you get the shaft right first, and you have the options that we have, all those, thousands of shafts, literally 1,000 of shafts, you can then dial in what is optimal for that person. Now, then you choose the head. What do they want to look at? Is it a bigger head, a smaller head, a glossy top? Is it an iron with a thin top edge? Is it an iron that's got a huge surface area with loads of real estate for confidence? It's up to the player what they want to use and what they like to see. As a fitter, and I would urge every fitter watching this, never, ever, ever put your preference of brand or look or feel, that word feel, onto a player. Let them decide what they like. Now, if they want some help and some counsel, that's fine. Give them loads of options, If they want a good-looking club which forged, okay, here's a ZX7, here's a Mizuno, here's a Miura, here's a TaylorMade P770 or MC, here's a Titus T100S. Which one do you like the look of? Oh, well, no, can I hit them all, please? Yeah, sure, absolutely. And then 1 or 2 will win out of that. And then you go into a head-to-head and which one do you end up choosing? That is driven by the player. The fitter is there to counsel, advise, and position the player for the best optimal bag. That might mean a split set. It might mean a triple split set. Okay, cavity, blade cavity, then a blade and the short irons. That's perfectly reasonable now. You can do that with the brands because the stuff now transitions down quite simply. What I would advise people is to have an open mind. Okay, sometimes people are fixated on one brand, and I get that, that's fine. But there's so much choice in the world. Why not look at it? So when you're fitting, always have that open mind. And for those who are, like I say, watching this as fitters, looking for some tidbits, always come back to the player. The player, no matter what level they're at, whether they're good, bad, or ugly, they choose what they like because you're helping them get their game better. Right? Now, all I would say is, for a fitter, have an open mind. Always be questioning, why is that working? Why is that player hitting that better? What can I do to improve that? Okay? So we're always constantly trying to improve the player. That's why every probably 18 months we'll see people back in trying to improve their games or saying, like, I really like the clubs, just want to sense check them. Maybe I need a hybrid or a 7 wood or a loftier wedge. I'm changed my golf club. I've moved to a different course. I need a different type of setup. That's fine. That's what we're here to help you with. So on the back of that, why should you come for a fit? A, the options, B, the knowledge, and C, you're going to end up with a set of clubs that you can use and they're going to work for you.